So here are the stunted zucchinis. As you can see, they're under these big black walnut trees, and it's kind of stunted the growth, and we haven't got anything. These have been out here for months, like May. That's something else I didn't do. I didn't keep record of when I planted stuff, so I learned that. You can see these cucumbers here fighting for their lives, but I have gotten a couple off of it, and they're starting to bud out some more. So I may get some cucumbers out of it. I've kind of quit watering these just because they're down here over the bank. But they're still growing. I don't know what this white stuff is. I think it might be like a mildew. So you find out about that. It's on 2 of the plant's leaves. No, it's on that one too. 3 of them. And that one. Hey, milky stuff. So those are the only things I planted down here. Next year, I think if I can get these trees gone, I think I'll do a pretty good sized garden down here over the bank. Let me flip it. Because I got from that white pipe, well, actually there's a little stick there where we got a land survey done, over to this one. All that's me, so I think I could do a pretty good garden back there. So after those zucchinis weren't doing very well, I built this little box and I planted some up here. And I think I got them overcrowded. And we got a late start, but we're going to see what we can get out of it. I thought about maybe pulling this little one out and giving these more room, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to let it go. Here's my watermelon bed. I put me some marigolds in there just to deter the bugs. I got some kind of pepper plant back here. I'm not sure what kind. I'll explain that in a minute, but my watermelons seem like they're taking off. I saw a trick online where you can get pallets. You got that fabric stuff underneath to keep the weeds coming up, and it's supposed to keep the watermelons off the ground, basically. Hopefully keep some rot off of them and make them grow good. But these are taking off. This was just one packet of watermelon seeds. I put them in here, and I think when they were small, like this big, I had like 17. I don't know that many is here now, but we're gonna have some watermelon. I got another pepper plant back there. So let me tell you about the peppers. I started them all from seed, and I had them in these cups, and then I had the tags on them. Well, a rainstorm came and blew all my tags off, so I had peppers come up, and I didn't know which ones were which. So my tomatoes kind of got out of hand. So I planted a bunch just from seed. So I ended up just putting tomatoes wherever I could find them. This little one probably needed a bigger pot, but it's got a little tomato on it. We're gonna let him go, see what we get out of it. This one looks stunted pretty good. This one's taking off. I need to cut some stuff off of it. But I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 tomato plants just along the fence here. Some of them are doing okay, and some of them are looking a little sickly. I got another pepper plant here. I'm not sure what kind or anything like that. And here's another pepper plant, and it looks like it's taking off good. Look at him. Yeah. I did three different sets of potatoes, so 9 crates total. We've harvested 3 of them, and all of them are like a little small amount of potatoes that come out. But all the potatoes I used were straight from the kitchen. They were getting little eyes on them. I cut them up with the eyes, stuck them in some grass clippings with some dirt over it, filled the buckets or the crates up, and got some potatoes a few months later. Here are the ones I have left. I got 1, 2, 3 here, and these are a little bit older. Then I got a little basil plant right here. Got some parsley I need to cut. Get some of these brown pieces out. I ain't really been fooling with it, but I've cooked with it a few times. Come out here and clip some stuff off. A little pepper plant. Starting to bud up. This one has 2 in it, and a couple times I thought about pulling one out, but I didn't. So we'll see what happens. And this guy right here, I got me one little jalapeno off of him the other day. That was my first one. I haven't used it yet. I might make some salsa. I did bush beans right here, and they are wild. I did them on the back side of this. I'll show you. Let's get up here. Here's an overview. Here's a fence line. Did bush beans here, did bush beans here, and I kind of put up a pallet here, and I had a piece of this plastic I put up. Then in the middle are tomatoes. I think I had something like 17 or 18 tomato plants in here, different kinds. But they have been my biggest crop this year, these tomatoes, and they're a lot of work doing clippings and tying them up and all that stuff. I think I know a different way I'm going to do tomatoes next year. I think I'm going to do like a trellis and just have them grow up it from the beginning instead of staking them up, and then they got too big for my stakes, so I had to do this with these sticks and string, and they're all over each other. It's a little chaotic, but they're growing good. I'm getting tons of tomatoes. We made spaghetti sauce and got like 3 containers of it I put in the freezer, and then I got a bunch in the kitchen, and I'm going to have some more this week. You see plenty already turning red out here, orange. So, and then I should be getting some beans. So my wife's uncle gave me these round cages, and he had 2 of them and some tomato things, and he ended up getting them from his sister. She wanted them back, so I had to pull my cucumbers and squash off of these cages, and I just built this little rickety ass. I'm going to show you. I had this from a wreath of my wife's. It was in the attic. She wasn't using it. And I had some scrap boards. And I've built this. And I've tied strings down to my cucumbers. And I need to wrap them a little better. But I did this morning. I need to trim my string up. But we're going to see how that works. It's crooked as I'll get out. So I'm going to have to figure that out, but I was putting it up by myself and had my daughter come out and hold it, and she said, "It's crooked, Dad," and I said, "It looks straight to me." And I was bent over with the drill. Obviously not. These are coneflowers or zinnias. I had lettuce here early in the year. This is where I had my carrots. I already harvested them. I planted cauliflower here, but I don't see it coming up yet. So we'll see if we can get a fall harvest on some cauliflower. More coneflowers. I had cilantro in here. I think there's a piece of either that or a carrot. Let's see. That was cilantro. I don't know. Got all kind of marigolds some of these ended up out here, and I don't really even know how I did it. I don't plant them here. I just planted marigolds in this. There's some pretty yellow ones in there. We got orange ones. They're taking off. They take over. But they're supposed to be good to deter bugs. I put some more cauliflower. I got marigolds. There's a squash. I don't even remember planting that squash. But he's coming up there. Here are those cages I got to give back. I pulled those off this morning. And I had these squash plants on it. So I'm going to have to build me a little trellis or something to do these. Or they're going to end up coming out here in the yard and taking over. These are sunflowers. And they're getting big. There's a squash. Here was some lettuce, and now it's just kind of taking over, and I need to pull some weeds here. This is a lily. My wife planted these several years ago, and these, we usually get 2 or 3 big lilies every year. I got some radishes coming up here, and I got some clover that I need to pluck out of there. And then this right here are hostices.